Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Maryellen, and in today's video I am going to be answering some of the questions you guys gave me. So I recently hit 100 subscribers about a week ago, and so I decided to do, for my 100 subscribers special, a Q&A. So you guys gave me a ton of questions and I'm going to try to answer all of them. I wrote down all of the ones that have been asked so far. So if you asked a question like a little bit late, I'm sorry, but yours probably won't get answered. If so, maybe I will do another Q&A part 3, because I did a Q&A a couple months ago and I had so much fun doing it. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first question is, if you were only able to buy one retired American Girl outfit, which one would it be? So I don't really pay like a ton of attention to like what outfits have been retired and stuff, and I honestly don't really know of a lot of retired outfits that I liked, but yeah, I don't really know. Probably I'll try to put them on the screen right now, but yeah, I don't know, I don't pay a ton of attention to what outfits are like retired and stuff. The next question is, do you have any pets? And those of you who have been watching my channel for kind of a while probably know that I have a dog named Scooter. He doesn't really appear in a lot of my videos, but in a few of them he's been in, but I don't really talk about him a ton, but he's such a cute dog. So if you want to see more of him, you can go check out my first ever day in the life video that I made sometime like in the spring, so it was quite a while ago. But yeah, go check that out if you want to see more about Scooter. Next is, who's your dream doll? So I don't really have a dream doll. I haven't really until today, but when I got this question I decided I should probably figure out who my dream doll is. So I was looking through like all of the Truly Me's slash like Just Like You's, whatever you want to call them, and I'd probably say my dream doll is either Just Like You 36, I think it was 32 or 36. I'll put the number on the screen and I'll also put a picture on the screen. And then also 25, who I think they actually still sell an American Girl. I like never ever hear people talking about her ever, and she's such a gorgeous doll, so I don't know why. Maybe I just don't watch the YouTubers who talk about her. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they have her, but if you have her, comment down below and tell me what you think of her, if she's as pretty in person as she seems. And then next, who's your favorite age YouTuber? My all-time favorite would probably have to be either Mixie Pixie 7 or AG Smiles, who made Aspen Heights. If you've never seen that series, you should go watch it. There are like 50 episodes or something, and I watched them all within like a week, and I am absolutely obsessed with that series. I quote it probably every single day because I'm so obsessed with it. You guys should totally watch it if you haven't yet. And then Mixie Pixie 7, just because I feel like she's just the queen of the AGTube community, in my opinion. Her stop motions are like I can't even describe them. They are amazing. The next question is, what do you think of the American Girl doll Courtney? So you guys probably know this if you've seen my other Q&A video, but I really love Courtney. A lot of people do say she looks like Maryellen, but with like more blonde hair and also very curly hair. But I feel like in person they don't look as similar as they do like online. And Courtney's curls are very hard to style, but she's still such a gorgeous doll, and in person I honestly, other than their face mold, they don't really look that similar. And Maryellen's bangs are more like centered, whereas Courtney's are like more towards the side. The next question is, how did you get into dolls? And I don't really know how I got into dolls, honestly. I've probably been into dolls for like 5 or 6 years. My first ever doll was actually an Our Generation doll, I think, from like Target, that I got from, I don't even know where I got it, but it was like a hand-me-down sort of, so it was in terrible condition. The hair, it was awful. Like, I'll try to put up a picture of kind of what it looked like. It was frizzy and just, it didn't even look like hair. It just looked like a giant frizzy puffball. It was terrible. Like, no amount of brushing could ever fix it. And this is going to sound very creepy, but one day I was like brushing it and then the head literally popped off. And that was after I had my first American Girl doll, so it wasn't like I didn't have another doll. But pretty much I'd say probably from that doll I got into American Girl dolls and AGTube and all that stuff. So yeah, but my first ever doll was not even an American Girl doll. It was like cheap Target hand-me-down doll. Next question is, what is your favorite thing to do besides AGTube? And I feel like when I first started this channel, American Girl, like AGTube wasn't really my hobby. It was more of like a side thing that I just kind of did. But now it's become more like my hobby and something that's like a daily thing for me. But if basically what I would probably do if I didn't do AGTube is, I don't even know, honestly. I like doing like trick shots and stuff, but this is probably my main hobby now. But before this, I really like to read and like learn card tricks and stuff. But I don't even know like what I would do if I weren't an AGTuber, because it's like a huge part of my life now. Even though I'm not like that big on AGTube, it's probably my main hobby. The next one I think was also asked in my first one, but this is, what dolls do you want? And obviously, as I said, just like you, 36 and 25, and then also just like you, 23. I didn't mention her earlier, but she's really pretty. And then I think I also said Grace. And the next doll I'll probably get is either just like you, 25, as I said, or Joss, because she's gonna be retired, I think, like next year or the year after. I don't really know. So I really want to get to her before she's retired. So I'll probably be getting her next, just so I can get her before she's retired. So yeah. The next one, and this is definitely going to be very hard to answer, but it's, who is your favorite American Girl doll? And I honestly don't really know. Probably, again, like, just like you, 25. Either that or Maryellen. I used to really want Julie, but now I feel like there's so many more dolls that she's not really on my top 20 list even. She's still a really pretty doll, but I don't think I really want her anymore. But yeah, I would probably have to go with Maryellen because I love Maryellen. Next is, what do you think of the World by Us dolls? So for those of you who didn't know, which if you are an AGTuber and you don't know this, I'm sorry, what are you doing? Because like everyone is talking about the World by Us dolls. I don't think I've even really mentioned them a lot, but I'd say they're okay. I don't know, they're just, I'll probably never get any of them. I don't really want any of them, honestly. But they're okay, I guess. I just feel like they weren't really necessary, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know enough about them to really have a huge opinion on them. So, I don't really know. Next is, who is your inspiration? And I'm guessing you mean for like my channel. So I'd probably have to go with like Alley Cat Loves AG's pretty big inspiration, because I sometimes do similar videos to her, and also just like other small AGTubers who are like becoming more successful are definitely my inspiration, because I always try to figure out like if this works for them, like maybe it'll work for me, I don't know. But I'd probably have to say like some small channels like JoJoB10. But I don't really know for sure. I don't have like a huge like main inspiration. The next question is, what do you use to edit? And I actually kind of use like different things. When I first started, when I would do like Among Us videos, which I'm thinking of deleting, although they're pretty popular, but I would use iMovie to edit those. And then a few of my recent ones I have been using Video Leap, but most of the time I use Windows Live Movie Maker for all my videos, because that's what works best for me. It's not the greatest editor, it's like one of those free editors that's not super great. So if I ever get like to, I don't know, like 1,000 subscribers, I'll probably use a better editor. But for now, Windows Live Movie Maker works fine and I'm good with it. Next up is, how did you come up with your type of channel? By the way, I love it, so thank you so much. I'm glad you like my channel. And I don't really know how I thought of becoming like an age YouTuber. As I said earlier, I didn't really know about the age YouTube community. When I first started, I just decided to be an age YouTuber. And yeah, it was pretty much that. I just liked American Girl dolls, so thought I'd make a YouTube channel about them. I honestly don't really know. Next is, what do you think of the Winter Princess dolls? So, every year, at least this year and last year, I'm not really sure about in 2019 because I wasn't as big of like an American Girl fan back then, but for the past couple years, every winter they've had like a new like special like Christmas collector's doll kind of, and this year it was the Winter Princess, and they actually made two. So the number one with like the blonde hair, I just think she's so pretty. I really love how like the blonde hair looks with like the pink highlights in it, and I love that the pink highlights match the pink dress she's wearing, which by the way is gorgeous. Like I literally have nothing wrong with this doll. It is so gorgeous. They are very expensive, so I probably will never get one, but I definitely, if I could, I definitely would get one. And then the second one I think is also very pretty, but I do like the first one a little bit more because I love how her lighter hair goes well with the light pink. The one with darker hair just kind of, I don't really like how the dark hair looks with the pink, and it kind of covers up the pink too much. So I don't know, but they're still both very pretty. Next is, what inspired you to start your series Camp Pink Feather? So I originally was going to make it a stop motion series, but that didn't turn out well. I have an upcoming video, I think next week, about it, about like videos I never really uploaded, and I have the original stop motion that was going to be the first episode, but it like didn't work out for me, so stay tuned for that. But I was inspired by two different things. So I really want to make a series after seeing Aspen Heights and how successful that went, and I feel like with series, like you see the first episode and then you want to see more, so then you keep watching them, whereas with like a single video you watch it and then you're done. And so that's why I wanted to try doing a series, and my inspiration for making it of like a camp, I saw the stop motion Camp Eagle. I forget who made it, but I saw it and I loved it so much that I wanted to make my own like camp thing. And I don't know how I came up with the name Pink Feather. I just thought of that randomly and it worked, so I went with that. Next is, who's your favorite girl of the year? I honestly have like no idea. Probably Grace, as I said. Next is, what is your favorite like type of video to make? And I'd probably have to go with videos like these where it's just me talking, kind of like answering questions and stuff. I really like doing Q&As like specifically, but just like videos like this, because they're a little bit easier to make than like vlogs, whereas I have to like vlog a lot and it's kind of hard. So I probably like these types of videos. Next is, who's your favorite age YouTuber under 100 subscribers? And I'd probably have to go with, I think, Blockbuster 80 Studios or whatever it's called. I'll put the name on the screen, and I'll also link her channel in the description. She only has like 20 subscribers, but her videos are such good quality and they're awesome, and she's probably my favorite small age YouTuber. Next is, what doll do I think is underrated? I honestly don't really know. I'd probably have to go with Courtney. I really hear a lot of people say like they don't really like Courtney that much. But I think she's such a pretty doll, especially in person. So I think Courtney is kind of underrated. Also, as I said, I also think Just Like You 25 is very underrated because I never ever hear people talk about her, and she's such a gorgeous doll. The next question is, who is your favorite, what's your favorite part of age YouTube? I think it's just being in like a community where people will like help you out and subscribe to you, and it's just such a nice community. And even though age YouTubers never really get very popular, it's just super fun being in a community like age YouTube. The final question is, what are your favorite videos that you've ever made? I honestly don't really know that much because I've made a lot of, well, not a ton, but I've made quite a few videos and they're all pretty fun to make. So I honestly don't really know if I have a favorite, but probably this video, like my Q&As, are so much fun to make. I love doing them, and I hope you guys enjoy like hearing my answers to all these questions. So probably like Q&As and pretty much like any videos with my friends, and pretty much just videos with my friends are just really fun to make because it's like I'm hanging out with my friends and I'm also making videos at the same time. And making videos is pretty hard. It's kind of hard to like start a video and like stick with it. But when I'm doing it with my friends, it's a lot easier because I'm having a lot more fun when I'm doing it. And also I really like making stop motions. They're pretty hard and they take a long time, but they're always worth it in the end, because people are always so nice and they're just so much fun to make too. But those are probably my favorite types of videos to make. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next Thursday at 2:15 p.m. Central.